Peace. Um, I just need to build upon a few things. Really, one thing, which is going to go into a few things, but I want to talk about politics and why modern day politics will never work. I'm sorry, it just won't. Um, all levels of humanity need to be spiritualized. There's no other way to say it. Humanity um, is at a child level of spiritual evolution right now, regardless of the technologies that we have. As a matter of fact, the more the technologies are increasing, it's almost like the lower the level of spirituality is going down. And it doesn't matter, you know, you could tell somebody all day, even with religion, you could tell somebody all day what's right, what's wrong, what's morally correct. It doesn't matter. People are still going to do wrong and people are still going to be foul because people haven't reached the spiritual evolution within themselves. So, you know, most religions, unfortunately, the way that they're taught by the clergymen is, it's more talk than anything. You know what I mean? It's more talk. They're not showing you, tools to help spiritualize yourself. They're not showing you how to become more spiritual. They're just telling you what not to do, and they're not showing you how to spiritualize your temple. So there's certain tools in the workshop of the mind that are necessary in order to spiritualize the temple. You know, fasting is super important. Meditation is super important. Yoga, qigong, all of these kind of things. Meditation is so important because out of the darkness comes the light is a spiritual representation for how God manifested into the world. In the subjective realm, the cosmic womb, the abyss, in the subjective realm, there is no separation. God is one. Allah is one. Jah is one. Whatever you prescribe to, it's all the same. In the objective realm in which we live, God is manifested in different life forms, in all different life forms. Human, vegetable, animal, plant, mineral kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? So now there's differences, there's separations, definitions, etc., etc. But it's really all parts of the whole. All is still one, even in the objective realm, in the physical world. Because look at your physical body. Your physical body has billions of cells. Billions of cells, organ systems, and they're all are working towards the one. They're all working for the one, So it doesn't matter that there's billions of cells. You don't even have to think about your eyes blinking or your food digesting or any of those things. You don't have to think about it. The whole system is working for the one. And this is a representation, of how things really work, from the spiritual realm, the subjective realm, into the objective realm, the spiritual world into the physical world, as above, so below, so we see systems all working together really as one. And this is why all levels of government need to be spiritualized. All levels of math, science, All levels of humanity need to be spiritualized. Everything. You know, there is no separation. In the Western world, you deal with the separation of church and state. Okay? As it, you know, nothing is spiritualized. You know, and I'm not saying that it has to be in a mystery religion form. You know, because true spiritualization is dealing with, you know, opening your chakras, becoming in tune with the true nature of yourself. In the meditation, you go back into the subjective realm, 0, before the physical world, 1. You know, you go back into the cosmic womb. And in this form, there is no separation. There is no definitions or anything. You're going back and getting in touch with what the true essence of things are, of what you are, you know? So when you can do that and then step back into the physical world, you have a different perspective on things, you know? And, you know, all levels of government, doesn't matter, you know, senators, you know, mayors, senators, Congress, you know, Supreme Court, justices, you know, presidents, you know, all of that. Everything needs to be spiritualized as it was in the time of Osiris. In the time of Osiris, you couldn't be a government official or a government representative until you have spiritualized your holy temple, your body, until you have reached a certain level of spiritual understanding. You had to go through certain initiations. There was a process in order to reach that, because only then good government depends on making decisions that benefit the all of humanity, vegetable, animal, plant, mineral kingdoms. You know what I mean? So only a spiritual leader can do that. You know, and we don't have spiritual leaders as representations. You know what I'm saying? So every single level is going to fail, because it's all, you know, they make decisions based upon business. They make decisions based upon at a corporate level, even in the government. You know what I mean? So it's not for the benefit of the all. You know what I mean? You know, you could have a green party, you could have this party, you could have that party, but really all you have is the left wing and the right wing. The left wing and the right wing are both wings of the same bird. So why is there a separation? Well, that's to divide and conquer the people, to keep the masses dumb, deaf, and blind, to believe them that this political agenda is being pushed towards you. No, we're pushing this political agenda. Oh, no, oh, oh. In the middle is the bird. All is one again, you know? So with this kind of political system, it never will work. And I'm sorry, it never will work, you know? Because no one is truly representing the people. No one is truly representing humanity, vegetable, animal, plant, mineral kingdoms. They're not. They're representing business. You know what I'm saying? Good government has to be spiritualized. Mathematics, all science, you know, alphabet, our language, everything is spiritualized in ancient times. And in modern times, it needs to be the same thing. You know, the old world order needs to be restored. Period. You know? So, you know, I said a lot, but all of what I said needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, say, oh, but if you don't vote, your vote, every vote counts, and blah, 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 blah. Cool. But what if nobody is representing the people? What if nobody's representing humanity, vegetable, animal, plant, mineral kingdoms, the earth as a whole? You know what I mean? So if nobody's representing the people, like, you understand what I'm saying? So really the true power is in the people. What if the people woke up? What if the people woke up and nobody voted? And say, listen, nobody's representing us. Nobody's representing us as a whole on a spiritual level, which is going to benefit the all. Nobody's doing that. So why would I vote for anybody? Besides, how can you trust any of these politicians? I always say, trust no politician. You know what I mean? Because the corporations, the big corporations, are in there, are putting money in their pockets for them to make certain policies which are going to benefit them. So at the end of the day, they could talk, politicians can talk all they want. They're going to tell you what you want, what the left wants to hear. The right are going to tell you what the right want to hear. You know what I mean? And it's just a game of divide and conquer. The people are divided. The people are divided. You know what I mean? But the true power is in the people. Never forget that. So, really, at the end of the day, everything needs to be spiritualized. Math and science are only proving the spiritualization of God. How everything is so perfect. Mathematics and scientists at best is only explaining that which has already been here for billions of years. Only doing its best to explain the perfection of God, the perfection of the universe. You understand? So, think about this. Human beings, right? We have a physical evolution, and we also have a spiritual evolution. Physical evolution, the brain doesn't fully develop until you're about 21 years old. Okay? Chronologically. And chronologically, your full moral capacity in the average human doesn't develop until about the age of 28. So hopefully at that point, you'll spend the rest of your life in constant elevation, evolving to becoming the best human being that you can become, the best version of you. So the whole system of academia needs to be restructured. The whole system of government needs to be structured. Mathematics and science, technology, everything needs to be spiritualized so that it's a benefit of the all. All right? Peace.